Hello, everyone. Wasn't that an exciting last Oregon preseason soccer game against the University of Portland Pilots? Now, it brought back a little bit of PTSD, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because, of course, the Oregon Ducks came out fighting because that's what we do. We get we collect all our eggs and then we see where we're at and decide how we need to attack. Hi, this is Kim with Ramblings with Kim. Now, as you've noticed, I'm not in my normal studio and I'm wearing hospital scrubs. Actually, I'm not in the hospital. I'm just sick and I just am being, my weird normal self. So, yeah, I wanted to do this yesterday and was not feeling well enough. So today I am doing it from my bed, but I'm doing it. So here we go. I couldn't believe Oregon Ducks right off the bat. They were like, okay, we're attacking. We're going. This is how we're going to do it. It's Trinity Morales' birthday. She's like, all right, I need a birthday goal. There we go.
Half. I think it's been a great half. Here we're going to get a look at this goal. We see Cadence Rutledge come out and make a great first save. Portland can't get the second ball. Just tees up Morales for a screamer there. And even if, Rutledge had been set, hadn't been on the other side of the goal, I don't think she gets that. That's just a tremendous take.
The foot on her. She kicked that from out. Again, speechless. Like a rocket into the net. And there we go. We're on the board. 6 minutes. That's it. It was awesome to watch. Now, after that, it kind of seemed like we seemed to be playing a little bit of catch up. I think the Portland Pilots kind of thought, shit. They were allowed to score on us so quickly. Now, the Pilots do seem like a very well put together team. I must admit, they seem to, once that happened, it clicked and they were like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen again. They're also a very physical team. They are going to get the ball and it doesn't matter. Now, that's not to say that Oregon was not doing it. Now, I was getting a shot on one side and I'm sitting there going, okay, Portland Pilots are playing 4D. We're playing 4D. Chai's the left fullback on the 4D. And the next thing I know, Chai's the forward. And she's trying to make goals. I should say trying. She's doing a darn impressive job shooting for goals right outside the box. And I'm like, okay, she'll do whatever she needs to do. She's going to make sure that the goals don't go in for Leah. And then she's going to go, okay, girls, pass the ball to me. I'll make a goal. Do we need a corner kick? What are we going to do now? I've noticed we've changed up the play on the corner kicks. We don't have the same set as we did last year. I would love to hear the reasoning behind that from Graham Abel. I don't know if it's because we lost 2 or 3 forwards and so he wants to change it up, or if it's because he knows that other teams now know that set play and so he doesn't want to give them the advantage as far as that goes. Now, of course, I don't know. We have Leaping Leah Freeman. Excuse me. And it seemed like one after another, after another, after another. We have her jumping, popping the goals up, or the ball up, one, 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 one. And I'm like, yes, where's Hofstra when you need them? Where are their announcers? Because apparently the Portland Pilots announcers truly did not appreciate that. And I'm just a little bit disappointed about that. Why? Why did they not understand that Hofstra was really getting a kick out of that? And now we've got all this footage, but none of the excitement that we had for the last game. That just doesn't seem right. Then we have, and I've got it written down here, Camille Ashe. Okay, Camille Ashe specifically for the Portland Pilots is 5'10", and she's meant to get in between the ball and the younger player or the shorter players and draw fouls. That is specifically what her position or her job is on the Portland Pilots. And it's just a slow down play so they can't get down to score a goal. Well, this time she did it and she took out Paculba. Hopefully Paculba is not injured in a way that's going to keep her out for much of the season or too many games, because Paculba is becoming a very vital part of the Oregon soccer program. And then they called a foul on Paculba. And I'm sitting there going, now, the refs know Camille Ashe is set there to do that. She is sent in there to specifically do that one job. She comes running in and basically just football player just elbow tackles her out of the way, and Paculba's on the ground and can't get back up. And they call a foul on Paculba. Can someone explain that to me? Now, this is after the team last week against the University of Washington, their goalie pulled a red card. Now, that takes some work. It takes some work to pull a red card, because there was a player last year that should have pulled a red card, not on the Pilots, but for Wazoo. Now, granted, she did get drafted. I did see that happening, particularly with the team that she was drafted to, because the owner is kind of that kind of a person. So yeah, I called that one. I called most of the draft picks last year, and I'm working on my list this year. But I can't get any of the footage for that red card. I have called the University of Washington. I'm hoping to be able to get it. If I can get it, I'm going to put in the shorts for next week. But if you have a team that's pulling a red card and they have to put in their third string goalie, and you know that they will go down fighting, and you know this player will do this, yeah, once again, we have to go, what are we doing? What is the soccer? What does soccer mean anymore? If it's, we have these rules for a reason. Yes. Sometimes when the rules go wrong, kind of lends a bit of excitement to it. But if the rules aren't applied fairly over and over and over and over and over again, where I've seen time and time and time this happening, and it is causing Oregon goals, and it's starting to frustrate me as a fan. And I'm questioning whether or not it's not even the Pac-12, because Portland Pilots are not in the Pac-12. So these refs would not have come from the Pac-12. It's what is going on? And that's something I need to look into. And I will find out. I will find out. And I'm not making excuses. No, I'm not making excuses, because the Oregon Ducks, we do have a lot of injuries. We do have younger players that are on there. We do have some newer players. We still have Zoe Hasenauer, who is in the middle of the field, that is really making the plays and keeping people in order. And then we have Chai, that is right there. Not only is she carrying the left side, but she's ensuring that the defenders are on their line, making their defense as strong as possible. But you can't play specifically if the refs aren't going to be consistent. Oh, look, when I move now, because I'm in my bedroom, you guys are going to get motion sickness. So I will look into that and the red card. And I will be getting back to you on this. Now, that's pretty much, I believe, all I have to say on Oregon soccer this week. Now, because Trinity Morales did score a goal this week, you know what that means. She has to score a goal next week. No pressure, Trinity. Everyone else has done it. It's just like a rite of passage. So score a goal and everything's cool. And we'll just go on to the next person. It would be nice if y'all could score more than one goal. And then maybe they could both score a goal next time. And I'll be waiting for that one. Now, as far as my PTSD comes from, when we made it to state, we had to play on the University of Portland's soccer field. And their soccer field, of course, is not this one. And the girls that we played against had been playing together since they were like 5, 6, and 7, according to our coach. Now, I didn't even know people started playing soccer at that time. My brother went to a soccer camp for 1 year, and I wasn't allowed to go because my mom decided that was his thing. And then he started playing football. So anyways, I just remember going there, and I was really sick, of course, because I'm always sick. I had like 103, 104 degree temperature. And I noticed that the Oregon players were kind of, it was almost like a zone that the defense was playing. So because their offense and the way that they were playing was so quick and so fast, well, that's what we were up against. And we hadn't seen anything like that. And our coach had told us that. And I remember him calling a timeout, pulling us out of the game, and him looking at me and saying, "Who are you guarding?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And he goes, what do you mean you don't know? I'm like, so as I watch that game, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm so glad I'm not playing. These poor women. I hope they aren't going to have the same PTSD that I have playing the University of Portland. But considering you guys are 12-2 against them and you guys tied, I'm guessing you did it. Okay. And I do want to clarify one quick thing about the yellow card competition that isn't a competition, but it could be a competition, but we're not saying it's a competition because we love Coach Graham Abel. So do not go out there and commit yellow card infractions. I noticed you guys were really good this week. Again, it comes back to the 2024 Olympics and how many tickets we can get. If we can get that extra ticket, we will be paying for the Olympic ticket, the airfare, the room, you will have your own room. You won't have to share it with any of my crazy children because they're hilarious. But no, you don't have to do that. You will have subway passes. You will also have, I know a trick on how to get into and cut all the lines to all of the places that you would want to go to in Paris. You will have a stipend for food, and you will have a stipend for kicking up money. And you will also, if there are some days that like we don't want to go to the games, or if you don't want to go to the games, it's very easy to take the train to the Disneyland Paris. And it's kind of fun. It's not as big as Disneyland or Disneyland Disney World, but still, we like it. And at that time of year, it's pretty crowded, but it's still a lot of fun. And so there's some extra perks that go in there. And I wanted to make that clear as far as that goes. That's what we're looking at. But we have to be able to get that extra ticket. So I want to make it very clear that you do not ride or die on this yellow card competition because we have to get that extra ticket. And you will be riding in coach like we all will be. It'll be cattle class, probably Air France. And if you have not flown Air France before, and somebody's going to get me on this, it's not, it doesn't really smell all that great. Yeah. You can come after me. I love the French. I can speak enough to get around, and I know it like the back of my hand. I love Parisians. But that's just the cold, hard truth. So anyways, I meant to make this a little bit shorter. I'm going to let my husband go ahead and do all the fabulous things that he's able to do, which is to put in all the great Leap and Leah and, of course, Trinity Morales' birthday kick. And we are going to get this out there and online. And Lady Ducks, I can't wait to see your next game, and I will be at your University of Utah game and then your University of Colorado in Boulder. And we are really excited to see you at both. My daughter and her boyfriend will be at the Utah game in Salt Lake City, and my son and his girlfriend will be at the one in Colorado. So you will have a little mini cheer base from each state at each game. And you all are probably going, great! I love to be humiliated. We will not do that. I promise. The last time you guys saw us there last year, you didn't even know we were there until I ran into you guys in the bathroom. Yeah. So, anyways, have a wonderful day. You guys did awesome. And Trinity, you go, girl. Love you. Chai, Zoe, Paculba, feel better. Barberary, keep kicking ass. Leah, keep leaping high. More players that I know that were in there. I know you were in there because I was watching every single one of you. Don't think just because I don't say your name that I did not notice the effort you were putting in. Please do not think that. So, have a wonderful week. And hey, what about Oregon football? Bye.